Alright, final stage then, I guess. EX objective. Suppress the engine. During the final story. I know! What the hell? I've been playing the game for so long. Alright, I'm gonna go in with the stream. Should I go with my lead? Lead or burn? I guess burn is fine. Burn sounds good. Alright then, let's do this. Yeah.
끌어넘칠 시간이군요.
Baker, Mayor's house. Oh, it's actually the underwater city. News of the war getting grimmer by the day. The sea terrors are coming swarming. This is the day when the ocean-born calamity broke and sunk acres in seemingly flowered growth. Aren't you going to the surface, Mayors? More and more people have been getting too anxious to stay in Aegir. I'm not. If Aegir falls, it only means that the surface is soon to follow. Why? Think you'll head to the surface too? I'm thinking about it. Well, there weren't many people around me to begin with to leave for the surface. I'd consider some of them to be my close acquaintances. They all tried to convince me to leave with them, but fleeing my home in favor of the land didn't feel quite right. There, the foretold calamity descended. It dealt a heavy blow to Aegir, but the surface suffered much worse. I had to help them. How could I not, after hearing that such a terrible thing has happened? I think I'll head to the surface. Seriously, the surface? Think hard about it before you go. If you leave now, coming back might no longer be an option. Every day must be a struggle for them. At least I don't have to fear the immediate tomorrow. So it's my responsibility to provide help, as someone who is better off than them, even by a little. I know, but if I don't go there to help, things will only get much more dangerous for the landowners. Maybe that danger is the very thing that'll hurt me. I still think I have to help them. Procured my Hungarian research vessel at a cheap price to bring me to the land. Submerged itself while moving. This wasn't exactly the best ship out there, and I normally wouldn't have even given it a second look. But I thought it would at least help me navigate the coastal sea. I didn't expect this. The very first thing I witnessed on the surface was the bottomless hostility against the Aegir. They denied my and Aegir's offer for help, for the sole reason that I came from the sea. They denied my compassion, my research. Get lost. We don't need your stupid research. You're from the same place as that calamity, aren't you? Do you really think we're so stupid that we'd trust you? They confiscated my catalyst and torn my research apart. My wish to stand with them against the calamity was devoured by the hatred born by the same calamity. Any kindness, any compassion I gave them was repaired twofold in hatred and suspicion. Did the terrible conditions of this land transform them into monsters? Was this always their nature? It wasn't long before the research vessel I bought from Aegir was confiscated out of suspicion. A few weeks later, when I finally came across that vessel by the beach, there was an uncanny name inscribed on its side: Rebellion de las Masas. But none of that was enough to stop me from continuing my research for the sake of the land dwellers. I went through so many trials and errors, and somehow impeded the sea turtle's rapid evolution to revive the Iberian soil contaminated by the nether sea. barely bore barely any food, and I let the days slip by as I watched the Inquisition arrest the Aegir one by one. When my Seeker sample and research notes came into view, they all looked completely different from one another, some of them with fundamentally different physiology. Even still, nothing stopped them from being us instead of I. As for the first time, I became doubtful of my efforts to interrupt the revolution. Her tales were not entirely fabrications. Mears is the bishop of the Church of the Deep, so that automatically makes they're not some monsters from the sea. Mares, I concede that sea evil, but it doesn't matter what they are, whether they are kindly life forms or whether they are simply a different form of civilization. It doesn't matter, because Iberia, her position does not define Seaborns as evil. Seaborns are our enemy, threats to human existence. I have but one thing to say as an Inquisitor. You, all of you, are my enemy. But it would be a good thing for the Inquisition if I were to leave for the city within it. Why would you say that it's a good thing for us to toss our problem into another one? That'd be like abandoning our pride. Unless they, the people of the city, gave you permission. As an Inquisitor, I can't let you do that. Yeah, and don't get your hopes up about that either. You can wrap it in a box that says compassion for all you want, but Mayors, your course isn't exactly the direction I'd like to steal. As the rest of the sinners prepare for battle in silent agreement with it, stand, Mayors mutter with a genuine disappointment. I didn't want to have to do this. Waves. I had no better word to describe the horde of seekers crashing into us. But this is the only way it could have ended. Your words are composed entirely of your own color and no one else's. Managed Dante, right? Do speak. We will hold the line and defend this place against the Seekers rushing earlier. So in the meantime, can you take down Mayors and deal with the remaining Seekers? Absolutely. The manager has responded affirmatively. All of drawing in the Seekers to us. We don't need to take them all down, we just need to act as a wall between the wave and the people of Limbus Company. Lorraine, I would like you to ask for your help as well. As for Mia, please assist Limbus Company, just in case. Okay, then let the mission begin. Holy shit. So it's still in the dungeon. I know, why are they giving me the basics of the game? Yeah, I know, I've played up to this point, what the heck? Oh shit. Alright then, let's do this. Middle it is, I guess.
제가 앞에 서죠.
Alright, let's see.
敵が来ます。皆さん、戦闘の準備を。
조여목구를 달고 볼까?
大きな打撃を与えました。
끝내. 전수하리 하울시계.
ドクターのように優れた士
이
気です。
결정! 왼발장전.
이것밖에 못하나.
エリートオペレーター並みの腕前です。
완벽한 한 발을 위해
전탄격발.
効果的な攻撃でした。
안심. 이 결정! 야! 본인의 승리일세.
ダンテさんの作戦とても効果的でした。このままいけば
이번에야말로
敵を食い
이
止められます。
싸움을 끝내주겠어. 받아볼 텐가.
보냈고
흐드러지기.
왼발장전.
これがリンバスカンパニーの戦闘。私もまた一つ学ばせていただきました。
화격검.
야! 본인의 승리일세.
Mission accomplished.
There seems to be a commotion at the village square. Oh shit. Villagers surrounding someone with clear intent to threaten. The evil sorcerer is gone, so I want this calamity and the slain beyond his consent to watch Barrier thrive. Could you? If it were for that calamity, we wouldn't. Look, please, I'm just here just to share some research notes. How to fight the sea monster? Oh, now you're looking to help us? Newsflash, it's too damn late. These scraps of paper won't do anything to help us. The locals community like calamity were born by the evil. Maybe Lamont turning towards us. They've all lost a lot, and that void in your heart blinds you. It makes it unbearable to keep your emotions in check. This is how they deal with sorrow. There are no emotions or intent to be found in the calamity that devoured the barrier whole. So they were wraths against those who came from sea, the calamity itself, which means someone else needs to direct their anger to the rightful foes. Rain, step back to them cause another team positions jurisdiction to carry out the consequences. If Ager is innocent, we do you and then not be permitted. Seems that Fury managed to provoke some kind of thought into them all as they slowly walked away. Till they eventually scattered away. Gloom and envy. see journals.
이것이 옳은 점화식이었어.
사냥감인가. 몸이 끓어오르는군.
敵が来
이번에야말로
ます皆さん
이 싸움을
戦闘の準備を
끝내주겠어.
18 enemies. Oh god. Like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
여전히 무섭고 겁이 나. 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました
흐드러지게.
바라지 같은
効
놈들.
果的な攻撃でした
At least the dungeon makes it easy.
守り
ドクターのように優れた式ですね
망설이면 망설이지 말고.
이このまま行けば敵を食い止められます
화격검.
집중.
흐드러지게.
보냈고
그렇게 서 있으면 목이 떨어질 수밖에.
敵は深手を負っています
Okay, yep. Now someone must hit the tank.
순식간에 끝내죠. 이 결투
남길 말은 없겠지. 그것밖에 못하는 그렇게 서 있으면 목이 떨어질 수밖에. 이 격정 속에서 타올라라.
There we go, staggered. Nice.
끝내. 전수 흐드러지게.
エリートオペレーター並みの腕前です。
완벽한 한 발을 위해
전탄 격발.
안심해라. 고통은 없어.
타오르시게.
불타버렸나?
敵は深手を負っています。
받아볼 텐가.
본인의 승리일세. 제가 묻었네요.
그렇게 서 있으면 목이 떨어질 수밖에.
안심해라. 고통은 없어.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, nice. Now, do we go up? Do we go down? Why would it go down?
불꽃을 벼리겠소.
This is gonna be
リンバスカンパニーの皆さんとご一緒できて本当に嬉しいです。
How to do wind right? What does that do? Not bad, but could be better.
화격검.
일발장전.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。ドクターのように優れた指揮ですね。
흐드러지게 타오르시게. 남길 말은 없겠지. 과감하게.
囚人の皆さんの状態を確認する必要がありそうです。管理人。
Hey, this thing is active. I hear up early this time.
조여 목구를 달궈 볼까?
타오르시게. 불타버렸나?
보냈고.
敵は深
이번이야말로
手を負っています。
이 싸움을 끝내주겠어. 화격검. 이 격정 속에서 타올라라.
한 놈.
エリートオペレーター並みの腕前です。
조여먹구를 달궈볼까? 마무리!
効果的な攻撃でした。
끝내. 타오르시게.
敵は深手を負っています。
순식간에 끝내죠.
전탄격발.
격발.
ダンテさんの作戦とても効果的でした。
받아볼 텐가.
안심해라. 고통은 없어.
망설이면 나아갈 수 없어.
총알값 아까울 놈은 아니군.
敵は深手を負っています。
언제까지 버티나 보자.
전력으로 상대해봐.
전탄격발.
Mission accomplished.
Middle of bottom. We started with middle, so let's go middle then. Piggy bank, that must be Otis. Right, no shop then. Alright then, let's do this.
탄피가 떨어질 때군요.
Alright, let's hear. Oh! Mirror's despair.
囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
순식간에 끝내죠.
이 구속구가 나의 폭력을 저지하기엔 턱없이 모자르지.
눈부시지 않다고 두려워하지 마라.
Burger gains his sanity back, which is
敵が来ます。皆さん、戦闘の準備を。
There you go. Now we're fighting. No need to hit that. I could have made Corvus designated one to keep flying black flame over there. I'll just keep switching between Drago and some and other sinners to clash with these skills.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
제가 묻었네요.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。
전탄격발.
ドクターのように優れた式ですね。効果的な攻撃でした。
타오르시게.
敵は深
이번이야말로
手を負っています。
이 싸움을 끝내주겠어.
Yeah. I was thinking it shouldn't be hopeless. Oh, great. Should spawn something then. Damn it.
순식간에 끝내죠.
6 offense level up. That is actually not good.
한 놈.
Oh,
"敵は深手を負っています。
then the strongman. Oh shit. Someone has to clash with that thing. Focus 31. Oh. I think I have anyone to deal with that. Someone want to deal with that. Let's see. That's so unfair. And the thing has full sanity. Fuck. Oh wait, actually. I forgot I have that ego. How many magic bullets? Not two. Two is not enough. Sounds like 5 HP. Oh wait, no, that isn't really to deal with that.
완벽한 한 발을 위해 안심해라. 고통은 없어.
예!
거지 같은 놈들.
망설이지 마. 망설이면 나아갈 수 없어. 끝내. 전수하리.
당신을 인도해주진 못해도 따뜻하게 안아줄 수는 있어요.
Stack more. Oh shit. It heals them and gives me the freaking impairment.
このまま行けば
Fuck.
敵を食い止められます。
I hate that. I actually hate that a lot. Let's deal with these guys. That's not what we were dealing with them for.
받아볼 텐가.
격발.
ダンテさんの作戦とても効果的でした。
흐드러지게.
We have 40. Hey, did he lose that flash? Oh, fuck.
괜찮아. 상처는 찢었으니까.
한 놈.
So this also got staggered with that.
이 격정 속에서 타올라라.
Oh,
このまま行けば
that's
敵を食い
scary.
止められます。
Hmm.
받아볼 텐가. 이 격정 속에서 타올라라.
Oh, fuck.
다소 즐겁군.
敵は深手を負っています。
At least that's going on.
순식간에 끝내죠.
여기까지 쏜 이상 돌아갈 수 없는 거다. 방아쇠를 당겨 도착할 곳이 지옥뿐이라 해도.
Kinda getting. I am tricky. Me deciding not to use splits and a backfiring.
흐드러지게
I wish I had that. But let's see if I can make it without splits.
보냈고.
망설이면 나아갈 수 없어.
And you keep fucking using that. It's just that I've not been able to
エ
use
リートオペレーター並みの腕前です。
Oh, I don't really use it much that. Use grabber. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Let's go.
여전히 무섭고 겁이 나. 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
Oh shit. There it is. Oh. Okay. Desperation, sadness, sympathy. Player's emotions gush onwards, carried by bubbles. Terra, a land in which the hatred for different has entrenched itself. It's a place in which people crushed by the trials of life have surrendered to its absurdities. People beneath the sea bombs, perfected beneath the light. That is but a wish. Smear. Faust does not believe them to be necessary elements for the city. Even in the city, there are people who are searching for reasons to live on, dreaming of a better world. We all know that it can't possibly be easy to change, but there has to be some kind of worth, value in that process alone, in the lives we lead within the city. What could there be to a life of the other planet? The kind of life humanity is doomed to exist in, where all we do is hurt and hate one another. Listen, efficient order, natural altruism. They're both virtues humanity should never lose sight of. But there is no thing such as absolutes when it comes to the value of life. Survival is the right of all civilizations, which means that it should never be up to others to define the worth of life to argue for it. But what if there is no other way? Can you even understand what I'm saying? Some time had passed since I made Pharaoh into man. Unlike my prediction, the Seamore's evolution seems to have lost explosive progress, and Fabius seems to be content just observing their slow development. Maybe it's because they're directionless, without a specific wish. Even still, Seaborns were the key to changing terra on the land. To stand against the incoming calamity, we needed their survivability and adaptability. And the humanity that had turned exhaustion into ill intent needed the Seaborn's blind, selfless altruism towards their home. So while I never stopped my studies, something small but sharp continued to stab at my frustrated heart. Still divided and unable to be resolved. If we were to even lose our sense of selves and creed, assimilated into this stagnant great will, for the sake of survival, civilization has to be no more. For the sake of us, I had to be no more. The realization of that paradox made the first crack in my conscience, and Seaborns were the answer to the problem Iberian, the land that humanity faced, and through the cracks, the seed of doubt were sown. But I'd already come too far to find a path more beautiful. There has to be a way, some kind of condition Seaborns need to fulfill to retain their sense of self, to retain their individual hopes and wishes. Stood adrift atop the attenuation of years I dedicated to this purpose, holding on to this precious hope, and steeled my shaking heart. And that was the easy part. There are no better solutions. Don't look away from the answers that lie right in front of me. All I need to do is find a way for the Seaborns to hope and wish, to have them each carry a sense of self. I just had to repeat that to myself like a mantra, again and again. But my drifting days came to an end when I found a new path, illuminated by the strange light from across the sea. On that day, yes, that day, when the faint blue light shone, a whisper was... Oh shit. Who's there? Whose voice is that? What? Oh god. Carmen would have a field day in Terra. The answer sought through the eons by people I didn't recognize, played over and over in my ears. The voice that spoke, it was muffled but warm and beautiful. The light of the city, the hearts that were lost, the emotions that were forgotten, the sense of self that... No, that's enough of that, but I'd like to hear more about the light. The light that has sprouted from the 10 virtues. And the image those words drew in my mind was clearer, more beautiful than ever. Oh shit. Terra, the city, they both failed to find a way out of this bridle. If they're going to be satisfied with living on as they are, then you can't change what you see by standing still. If you want to break the vow, then even if you must be, even if you may be lost in the ideal, you have to keep walking. Survival, worth a life, as I've never been too certain about either of those complicated ideas. I had no unflinching creed with which to convince me. That's not to say that the city has no need for the altruistic nature Mears wants to bring there. That's not to say that I have a better answer than the combination of Seaborns and the light. Even still, the emotions, the regrets, the conversation I found and collected over this journey alongside the sinners became an answer and more. Honestly, I don't really know the city all that well either. My memory only goes back a year, and for what is practically my entire existence, I've been surrounded by the sinners and our adventure. Still, we want to keep on trying. You're right, the city is an absurd, vicious place. Something new and horrible surprises me every other day, but mayors that like to spoke up, I don't think that's what protects the ego, a sense of self. To protect it, you have to first look unflinchingly both ways, the path that lies ahead and the one that you've walked. Then you confront them both. It can't be right. The light, it has to. You was just working based on what you heard about the city and the light, ain't that right? How can you be so confident that the light will be able to protect the Seaborn self themselves? Ain't that just what you wanted to believe? I think it's a distinct possibility. Even if the light can do what you hope it does, mayors, it won't change anything. Turning on nature's kind by transforming us into Seaborns, a convenient method like that isn't our path. Because the sense of self protected like that, the kind nature attained like that, wouldn't be our own, it'd be yours. Protecting your own sense of self while being compassionate and kind, it's a path of unbearable suffering. We might fail some days, and despite our best efforts someday, it's gonna be not one of us as we are now, but may see the culmination of that path. Yet I can hardly find it within myself to simply believe it all as without so much as trying. You're saying that Seaborns can't be an answer that I always said. It doesn't make much sense if you think about it, Mayors. The sea monsters don't even know what self means. That's why they show no hesitation in their sacrifice. If you were to introduce the sense of self to your sea monsters, she is a Seaborn sheep distortion who is not a Seaborn and endlessly anguished, contemplating distortion. If Mayor's wish is to achieve an altruistic role, then her desire has to be that she doesn't want her efforts to become meaningless. Seaborns may be the perfect answer for some people. A recent example of Fabulous. It seems clear to me that was precisely his wish. But that doesn't seem to align with yours. Find a new answer, Mayors. You're telling me I have to go back to wandering for so much time again in search of that answer. You won't be alone on that path, walking together, relying on one another, and won't feel as long. Trying to carry such a heavy load all by yourself is an inner sense. Such a prideful thing to do.
タンテさん、なんだかただならぬ気配を感じます。
Everything is hopeless. Oh God. Let's see if the Span can survive. Okay, those two will help me survive, but what about the rest though? pursuance. What is that? What is vines, I guess.
받아볼 텐가. 내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
Alright.
이 검은, 이 명예는, 이 영광은 빗바래지 않을 테니.
Nice.
이래서
Shit.
걱정만 끼치게 되는 꼴인데. 색색이 황홀하고 아예 기억 못하게 하려는 길이구려.
Shit, I'm gonna lose a lot of fingers.
지겹군. 이 몸이 직접 손봐야겠느냐.
敵が優勢です。状況を今一度把握し直さなければ。
That's gonna be really rough. kind of position. Heal the sanity for everyone.
화격감. 전력으로 상대하마. 전탄격발.
The freaking unbreakable is like 9 to 7 all
일발
over
장전.
again. Okay,
계약은
there goes Otis.
이것으로 끝이 아닐 테지.
Faust Otis. With Faust, I can just heal it. So it won't be that bad. Or it's
나무와
really
함께 베어 넘겨드리죠.
This is the commando. Okay, damn.
囚人が退却できませんでした。ダンテさんには囚人を蘇生できる能力がありましたよね。
Faust, really nice timing. Use that, please. I guess this is our path. We're so lucky.
순식간에 끝내죠. 이 전투는 승리할 거예요. 마무리! 당신을 인도해주진 못해도 따뜻하게 안아줄 수는 있어요.
Holy shit, what the heck is that damage?
味方が優勢です。今こそ勝機をつかむ時です。
순식간에 끝내죠.
That thing is like really annoying. That nervous impairment is like really annoying.
味
이번에야
方が優勢です。
이
今こそ
싸움을
勝機を
끝내주겠어.
つかむ時です。
Gonna have to like, literally spam this to live.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
Limbus カンパニーの皆さん、この勢いに乗って
Oh, got
勝ちに行きましょう。
언제까지 버티나 보자고. 끝내. 전수하리.
Let's go. Alright, she's dead.
보냈고.
Oh god, that was a long ass fight. Damn, that was hard. But that was pretty interesting. Kinda felt like a challenge actually. It's true that people scrutinize others with difference to find something that they can't hit. It's also true that it is often those very differences that people look up to. And admiration usually goes hand in hand with overestimation. Yes, and Miss Mayers admired those two unknowns. He wanted they would be the solution to everything. I'll remain here to upload my studies and I'll walk more. Find a new path forward, realizing my wish. As forward. Now, Miss Mayers, we're going to need to have a long talk with the Inquisition. We'll help you in your search for that path if we can. The great arc built from this city crumbles. The light fades and it gives way to shadows. We found ourselves back aboard the vessel masses. Well completed. Vessel masses, it's slowing down. How's Miss Mayers? Here. The mental strain seems to have taken its toll. It all happened inside the dungeon of Pathos, but it can't have been too easy on my mind to send that so many waves after us. What happened to Miss Mayers now? First, we'll wait for the Inquisition's ruling, then bring her to Ruzal. Her efforts were misguided, but she also had Terra's best interest at heart. Together, I'm sure we can discuss a better way forward. What if she is sentenced to death? Then we will need to offer a different proposal we can consider when we get to it. It's finally over. All we have left to do is go back. As we were preparing to leave with our hearts much lighter than they were earlier. Hold on, everyone. Something's rapidly approaching us. Oh no, is it the night? A low flamingo vibrates the air.
as a strange shadow looms over the ship. Where does the shade come from? Wait, is that almost as if driven by instinct? Fishman takes the radio from Gregor and runs into the control room. Something must have clicked in Otis's head as she also turned and ran after Ishmael. And those two are running to the race, grab onto something. Yeah, it's like back in Canto 5. Oh, bollocks. Mucking that up right before the finish line. Dr. Dante has advised that we grab onto something. I see they're preparing to turn the ship around. Everyone brace for impact. Stay alert, something's coming. The ship leaned heavily and hurriedly turned port side, and I caught a glimpse of a massive shadow gliding just beneath the water's surface, right where the ship was a second ago. It's a seaborn, about the size of slightly larger than the Western masses. Amiya's communicator buzzes with Ishmael's voice. Currents are going wild. Something's causing these currents to go wild. We'll try our best to maintain evasive maneuvers for as long as possible, but we can't do this forever. If the situation does not improve, we may have to take that vessel masses to cross the dimensional door. Does Rhodes Island have a way out of this quandary? Not at this moment, but we will have to come up with one and fast. Dante, does anything come to mind? We should first figure out why that seaborn's coming after us. Copy that. I'll focus on steering the ship, so keep us updated. Wait, while this is happening, where's Scotty? We can't just take the whole ship across the dimensional door, we're not the only ones on it. But the sea is too wild to simply turn around and let the others leave. It's almost like it's obsessed with this ship. Just why could it possibly be coming after this ship all of a sudden? Could it be the Fabius's order? It's coming after me. Oh shit. Oh wait, Scotty's here? Scotty, you? Yes, I am an abyssal hunter. Oh yeah, that's true. As though to prove it, the giant beast began to charge against the bow of the ship. Scotty repositioned herself down. Just what are the abyssal hunters, and why are they so gung-ho about trying to kill you? Abyssal hunters are those who hunt sea terrors and sea life. And of course, this isn't based on any emotion such as vengeance or resentment. It's Scotty's. Well, that's not important right now. What matters is that they're solely targeting Scotty. Operators of Rhodes Island are heavily fatigued at this defense against the waves in the dungeon of the Fathoms. Same could be said of us and Miss Amina, who battled years in the meanwhile, engaged in this particular circumstances. Something shit. Vessel masses once again. What's this now? There's more? There are indeed multiple entities surrounding our ship. However, the fire and destructive sound crashes through the waves towards the vessel masses. Past this sudden wall of mist, there was we're lucky. Or was this simply how it was, What? Sir Knight, two seaborns. It's going to find Miss Elizabeth. If he is the earlier, I doubt he'll be able to stop himself from charging at that giant of a sea monster. Like Honda said, the knight charged straight at the giant. Rough waved the great seaborn, as though he hardly noticed our presence. If we can help the knight repel we might just have a shot at sending Limbus Company back through the dimensional door and escaping aboard the vessel masses ourselves. Can everyone still move? I'm almost at my limit, but I can still move. Got a plan.
and I'd like for everyone to trust me on this. Things weren't so bad outside. You'd enter the portal. Now the time's for a hunter to get to work. A bright ray of light from Rain's lamp shines upon those atop the deck, while Scotty leaps tall into the air using the ship's bow as her launching pad. Operators each scatter to their appropriate position as commanded by the doctor. Ishmael and Otis both exited to the decks as well, presumably having found someone to steer the ship. Is it okay to have you two out here? The Scal seems to know enough about seafaring to take over. While this crisis is far from over, she was good enough that it was reasonable for us to leave the ship steering to her and descend to the decks for our return. It does seem like we'll be able to bid you goodbye. No, it doesn't. Are you sure you're all going to be okay? We can stay a little longer and help. I appreciate the sentiment, I really do, but Mia pointed towards the dimensional door, which had shrunk significantly smaller since the first time we saw it. You don't have much time. I wonder if it was only supposed to open for a set period of time, or what if it's closing now, because our work here is done. It was precious little we could learn about it now, but it was obvious that our time here was coming to an end. Thanks, Amir. We would have been lost for a while in this world if it weren't for Rhodes Island help. Well, thanks to you, we should be able to study the dimensional door before we return. Time to say goodbye to the Iberian sea breeze, I guess. Do you have any idea how big the pile of paperwork is going to be at the Inquisition? Merda, try not to drop into Iberia next time, you got that? Sure, let's all stay nicely, but in our own world. As the giant seaborne briefly falters at the combined might of Scotty and the Knight, the ship's bow managed to stop inches from the dimensional door. Now's your chance. Get to the dimensional door. Someday, I hope we can meet again. Oh man. We shall take our leave. Let's return to the city. After being defending the vessel masses, we leaped into the pitch black darkness at the center of the dimensional door. Swept away by the tides of consciousness. The river draws out of memories and consciousness, sublimating them away. Then oh, we're back in Hongyan. Where is this? Yongyan? I turn around and see the sinners strewn about the room, dozing off. I see Heathcliff crash like that all the time, but nah. But how did everyone crash at the same time, sleeping against the walls? A bizarre sensation that something was truly amiss crawls up my spine. I've come to. Now that you have come to, I rest in your chamber. Your presence here makes it difficult to conduct cleaning activities in areas adjacent to your body. Oh, well, we just came through the dimensional door after Rhodes Island. Rhodes? You were transferred here after the LCCA discovered your company unconscious at the entrance of a lobotomy corporation branch. I feel like I just went through a memorable experience, but I can't recall what. There was a hole in my memory, and this strange emotional tug at my heart, an ego I don't ever recall extracting. Rushiante, pretty, avail me 5 more minutes of scheduling wooden training dummies to wake you up in 5 minutes. But the bizarre sensation naturally settles. What was that abnormality? What just happened? I don't have any answers to either of those questions, but Wait, where's Sore? She said something about how there's been a delay or something. I couldn't find Sore, who's been bringing us odd jobs here and there during our stay anywhere in Yong'an. But on the desk, I did find a note filled with various requests and a letter, both presumably left behind by Sore. We've got a distortion contract. Oh no. Come on, time to earn your keep. You weren't going to lounge around until we got a message from HU, right? Are they allergic to giving us time off or something? In that moment, a certain voice briefly surfaces from the abyss of my memories before sinking again. There's no such thing as absolutes when it comes to the value of life. Which means that it should never be up to others to define the worth of life, to argue for it. The worth of life. I don't quite recall who said that, or even where I heard it from. Honestly, I don't even understand what exactly it was supposed to mean. You can't change what you see by standing still. If you want to bring about a better world, then even if you may be lost in the ideals, even still, some of those words left a lingering impression on my heart. You have to keep walking. Unable to sit still, I got up from my seat and began waking. Yeah, it's not like we're getting anything done here. On your feet, guys, time to get to work. Sinners each begin waking up, some of them looking around to get their bearings, like they were just pulled out of a long dream. Damn, that's a good one.
나를 들뜨게 만드는 일은
This
많지
collab was
않지만
so fire.
이번엔 그
Damn.
귀중한 경우의 수에
that was good.
들어맞았군. 잘 놀다 간다. 회수하지 않은 탄피는 팁이다.
Holy shit. Damn, that was a good one. Yeah. Well, that was a fun one. Let's see. Alright. I have a temple. I know what I'm doing. Let's see. Give me blue. God damn it. Doing anything? Nope, nothing at all. Not even a 3-star. Well, fuck. Alright then. I guess that's it. And holy shit. That was such a cool canto. Well, it felt like a canto, but it was just an event. I still haven't exchanged this. So, yeah. But yeah. That was a fun one. And if you guys have played the collab, let me know. And yeah, for me, I really enjoyed the canto. The collab. But hey, everyone has a different opinion. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.